Sorry. What up, anime fans? Sorry. I'm back on the video for episode 104 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Gosh. No, I delay, I'm sorry. I keep doing that. Actually, it was a little delayed the video before that. Right. I'm gonna try to spend most of the day tomorrow catch up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Later on in the week, just focus on other things. Like Saturday and Sunday, I'm just gonna focus on watching, finish up all the Go Rush before if we get a new season announcement of Yu-Gi-Oh! This year's Jump Festa. Like I don't know how long it takes for a new season to be announced, their release. Like something like Super Sentai, Precure, or Kamen Rider, where the new season ends the following week after the previous season ends. I don't, so no, I really don't know the release schedule for it. I should really look it up, actually. Probably should look up. Let's get the most interesting episode of Go Rush. Because I kind of wish it takes itself more seriously, doing some specific stories. Some of them being funny, but I don't know, sometimes treating the duels like comedic moments, even though they're supposed to be serious. That makes it annoying. Sure they were comedy doing serious duels, but they didn't take away from the tenseness and seriousness of that duel. But I don't know, it's probably me just thinking Master Duel's better. Maybe that's right. I'm not saying Rush Duel's bad. I like it. Like I said in the previous video, though, I prefer the anime version of Master Duel than the game version. Because the one monster per turn thing, everything right, just really works. I wanted to introduce more new, slowly reintroduce all the summoning techniques. Because World 7's and Go Rush, we had the Fusion spell. Which is more limited compared to Polymerization. Basically, Fusion, you can only fuse the monsters on the field. But Polymerization allows you to fuse the monsters from the field and your hand. So, it's not really limited. But I do like want to do equip spells in this series. And the unique animation, knowing how powerful they are. Sure, the right move spells, they actually have to be powerful then. Mirror Force. That's one of my gripes with Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays. I've only seen the first season. I've watched a bit of season 2. I run out of time with Soul Burner versus School. That's what I got to. So, yeah. Just saying, Mirror Force is a powerful card and used like yes, but it's not some super secret card. How many times has that trap appeared in the franchise? It's been in Duel Monsters quite a bit. Debuting in the Yugi versus Haga fight in Arga Duel back in Duel's Kingdom, which is the first duel of the arc on the other days. Proper duel of the arc. I was going to showcase how rules work. I don't think the field power bonus was a bad idea, actually. That could work. Like, actually, what's a unique idea with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, when you type a field spell, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Should do that. Instead of field spell, like, pick a random field spell. And well, it could give one monster advantage, yes, but you get my mean. Probably will be unfair. Anyway, let's get to this. Sorry, this Unique door. I say wish to do all the time. We know what wish is. You see, I can't usually do. So I watch the film. I do like Go Rush or his characters. Hughes is a really likable protagonist. He's such a early on in the series. He was so curious, and it makes sense too to use an alien. They just use a guy who's new to the. They just use a guy who's new to dual monsters and stuff. Why now? No, it's just no. Huh? Sorry. It's because happens for no fucking reason. Anyway, the episode 2 is where we left off. In the Valbel gear. Damn it, I gotta write the name down. I gotta write the fucking name down, because no way I'm gonna keep remembering. Anyway, ship is crashing down on a familiar planet. It's actually a callback to their first saga. Go back when the Mutsuba Town space arc, mini arc. As he runs to the Great King of Terror arc. As that's what he initially went out to space for. Take down this mysterious, well, being known as the Great King of Terror. Do you like it as a bird expectations, but I kind of, I don't know. I don't think the series has had any serious villains since Suijo. Until Kawaii came around. So this planet is where Yuhi dueled the guy who eat rocks to come up with his name. And it's when he actually used Yuumu's deck instead of his own. And we just went, and that's how we found out that Yuumu's deck was actually Yuhi's originally. They swapped decks. So, yeah, I think this episode AI is called CTP. I'm just going to say the AI for now because we suck at remembering that simple name. So mostly she just crashed on purpose. So yeah. We're trying to scan Yuhi and Yuumu's decks. So Dan Moon puts them together. I like the scene between Yuhi and Julius. Julius telling Yuhi they'll find her. Yuhi saying that they'll also find a way to bring all the Belgians back. No, it's not a lot moment, but it's a really nice moment showing the friendship between the two. Basically, ever since these Razor arc came to be, Yuhi has sort of grown and become more of a secondary protagonist than he was in the original series and was at the start. So he's a main character, but Julius was the protagonist, but like Yuhi was basically a main character, but Julius was the protagonist. We followed his journey. But slowly, you can see Yuhi slowly evolving into the protagonist role. Like, you really saw that. Now, they two share a great time in this arc. Alright. Right. As soon as CPT is being hijacked by a mysterious being shows up who can into shadows. A shadow man. Well, that's a sick power for a villain. Basically, Basically, he's mostly part of the group of villains of the story of this point of the story. At least for this arc. And maybe I don't know if they will stick around after this, or this is just a setup arc for them, and then focus on the next arc. I don't know. Oh, that's not right. Oh god, that's not right. Look at that. That's not supposed to be like that. That's not supposed to be like that. I don't know. I just got out of the packet and this already looks like that. Cost me 20 quid, for God's sake. Well, nearly 20 quid. Is a Sako Hano figure for Naruto Shippuden. He's not even cheap either. Anyway. This Dark Man, as he's called, race is called, it's intriguing. But I kind of wish he seemed a little threatening. And a little bad timing. Yuki needs to go to the bathroom. I don't know the scene. I don't know they're going to keep the scene in the dub. This episode is quite complicated. It's about Yuki needing to go to the bathroom. And when it comes to bathroom jokes, okay, media will cut him. So I'm going to get around this episode. We'll be waiting a while, really. Looks like we're going to be waiting quite a while. Right, since, again, the anime is coming out episode 44. The Great Cave of Terror arc. Which just basically leads into the next arc. Which I think is the last arc of the season. Up to the US versus Suijo duel. I still don't know why Pokemon person's name was Suijo. It's dumb. I know I tried to hold someone in the bath when someone's in the fucking bathroom holding my pee. It's annoying. Bad timing. Especially when one time, this is embarrassing, but one time, and I pissed myself because my sister was in the fucking bathroom. Like, bath, or shit, I can't remember what. She was in there for hours and I pissed myself because of her. And said I needed to go to the bathroom, but she still took her time. So I got my little revenge and she ended up pissing herself. Yes, I got my revenge. Anyway. Since this bill has a side special scene suffocate Yuki's suffering from holding in. Yeah, she probably him needed to pee, but looks like he needs to go to number 2. Where he's so again, I don't know how 4KB is gonna get around this when it eventually gets to this episode. Who knows? But Darkman, one of these are the ones who kidnapped Yurumu. They can move through the shadows. I'm one of the ones who kidnapped Yurumu. That's the question. Easy to ponder. You let Yuki use anyway. This Darkman will let Yuki use the bathroom if you can defeat him in a rush duel. So Yuki has no choice but to agree. It's a little funny because he don't want me to use the bathroom because it's cool and stuff. Not maybe. No, that's what he is. Wants to say he wants to seem all cool and stuff because. And so the rush duel happens and ends up. A big interesting thing in this duel is that Yuhi and Yurumu accidentally got mixed up together. This player's got some weird luck. May seem like that, but I end up being a blessing in disguise. As this guy's a very skilled duelist. But Yuhi managed to pull off a win by doing something unique. Fusion summoning. And not just any Fuchsia summon, he uses Joint Type Rex with Bluetooth Burst Dragon. Create a really cool future monster. It's a great symbolism of their bond. Gosh, I kind of wish they was, if Yumu was being hypnotized, that would be a really cool way to snap out of it. You know? Using their cards together. Oh well, we'll see where they're going with Yumu plot and why she was abducted. Abducted. And we won't have any Yuga for a while, really. It's still unclear if Yuga's the one who was in that party in the 7th. Though we don't get any clarification on that. But I thought they'll save that stuff for the finale. Not the end of season 2. I'm serious. Because they would save that stuff for finale. Maybe my guess is the whole Yuga will be kidnapped at the end was actually added in. And the series was supposed to end at episode 102. But got extended. If it did end at episode 102, at least it'd be more episodes than 7's, which had 92 episodes. Forcing an abandoned a lot of plot points with some characters. As pretty obvious with the Goha Yuga arc. With the Goha Yuga. Because it was pretty obvious he was set up being an arc antagonist. And do the short. I think for some reason I like to make arcs short, around 12 to 13 episodes these days for these arcs. Or 7's and Go Rush. Like, I don't mind short arcs, but long arcs are also important to help flesh out stories more. It's the reason why Battle City was a long arc. It's a tournament arc, but also it really built up the characters well. Do a good job of burying the plot with Yugi. Trying to break up, take care of, stop Marik. While Jinochi, he grows as a duelist. On his own, won't rely on anyone. That's why it's a pretty long arc. And it comes ahead in the Battle City finals. It comes this far. The same. Long arcs can be good too, help flash out stories more. It's just my problem with the Rush Duel series. I don't know why they did it. Did they think kids won't accept anything, won't enjoy the long arcs? Why not make short arcs for Rush character development? I'm saying, you can have a 13 episode arc. Yes, but you don't do it all the time. It gets really annoying and really limits what you could do in it. But anyway, Yugi manages to win the duel. Darkman keeps his promise. I'm sure there's more of them, obviously. And so they're going to be central antagonists as they're like suffering. Just, it's really interesting. And I wonder, the typical phase an antagonist duel happens. They go from enemy to allies at the end of every one. Kind of knows that plot. I think he kind of noticed that plot point. Suijo was still technically an ally to Julius, but he had his own goals and motives. You know what I mean? Anyway. In the street. And that's how CPT was just in love. She was not hijacked. Oh, funny. And he also ends with Daru somehow split in two. Like you said. Next episode focuses on Epoch. As we finally see her real face. Finally see her for real. We saw glimpses of her real face. During the last episode, we saw her eye. I mean, she's Luke's ancestor. Suggesting that she and the Greek Killer may end up together. Ew. I don't even want to think about that. And somehow, Manabu's on board? Yeah, she's dueling against Manabu. Oh, sorry, Maddox. Yes, that's what he got. That's why he's named in the dub. Sounds kind of cool, but I can't even a chemistry free name with that starts with M. Because, it's about chemistry. I looked at some of the voice cast, and they haven't done much. Like, I literally looked at the voice actors, and the dub ones haven't done that much. But, what I've got to mention, something I did find interesting is the Jersey Devils. Remember them? Oh, did you know the actors who played them in the dub are legends in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise? Yes. Eric Stewart, we have Eric Stewart, Dan Green, and Ted Lewis. And also, one of the Luke's henchmen, the dinosaur one, who's called the Hobby Source in the dub, which actually is a good name. That's actually a good name, I'm gonna admit. It's voiced by Greg Abbey, Yusei Fudo himself. Yes, he plays Tristan, I know that. But many fans may know him more as Yusei Fudo. I Synchro Summon Stardust Dragon. And comparing the when I was playing Duel Links earlier, I had Yusei Bao Tristan. And well, Greg Abbey's doing the voices slightly different, help mostly distinguish them a bit. Which I actually like. It's not a bad idea. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please thumbs up. I want to see more scratch on. Look at my deal. Please come join us. See you guys later. Episode 105 to whatever episode I end on. Kill Phoenix out.